Well, hello, YTers. How y'all doing out there? I'm just coming at y'all today to do a video um, about this is the place that I used to get my chemo. And I'm here to get my breast exam today because I got to keep up on that, of course. I get mine done once a year, usually around this time, like May, around Memorial Day or after Memorial Day or something like that. But I have not stepped foot in this place since my last chemo treatment in 2021. So it's a little triggering for me. And trust me, when I say I'm not an easily triggered person, I don't get anxiety or panic attacks. I don't have none of this stuff. But child, this right here is kind of tearing me up right now. My bestie calling me. Let me see what's going on. I'll get back with y'all in a minute. Yeah, my bestie was calling, checking on me because I sent her a message like, girl, I can't breathe over here. I'm trying. But I'm okay. Like I said, this is part of being human when you went through something so traumatizing. Just like certain smells may trigger you, or of course certain places and stuff like that. But I'm gonna put my big girl panties on, walk my behind up in here, get my breasts and stuff looked at, and get my behind home because I have to cut my grass because it's gonna rain again. So, but this is such a beautiful area. I love it out here. I keep saying I would love to look at a house out here. I want to buy me a house out here, but not near this place right here though. But but it's so beautiful out here. So let me go ahead and check in. So I'm gonna get back with y'all in a few. All these parking spots. And she had a park right behind me. I don't get people. But anyway, look at that beautiful water fountain over there. That's so pretty. This area is so beautiful. It is. Why you park behind me? All these spots over here. I don't get it. Got my pink gown on. Now, I done came all the way up to this place that kind of triggers my everything about my black ass, just for the doctor to tell me to come back on, I gotta go to a different place on Tuesday of next week for MRI, because they said when you have dense breast tissue, they want you to start getting MRIs now. Before I was getting like a 3D or 4D imaging, now they want you to have MRIs now for dense breast tissue. And I was like, they could have told me this shit over the phone, man. So now I gotta sit up here and go to another doctor's appointment next week because the doctor, she didn't even do nothing. I was coming for a mammogram. She ain't do nothing today but had me sit in that pink ass gown and felt around in my breast, and that was it. Told me to get dressed and they're gonna go ahead and just schedule something for me for MRI for next week. I was like, that's it? You paying co-pays and all this stuff and taking days off work for this, and they ain't doing shit. I mean, I was like, oh my God. So that was like my day today. I had to go back to get an MRI, and I know in my chart it says that I have dense breast tissue, and that's about 95% of women. So my thing is, if you're going to do a regular breast imaging, it's like, do that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of having me come up, you have anybody just do a drive, pay a copay, and all you do is feel around. I feel around myself every day when I take a shower. That's how I found the first lump, back in 2021. So, they didn't even do that. I had to tell the nurse back then where the lump was at. Because you couldn't really see it. You can feel it. So, I mean, I can see it by looking down like this. I can see where there was like a weird, you look down or something and it can look kind of straight, but you see like a small little, like something don't look right here. And that's when I was like, nah, let me go ahead and take care of this. Something is wrong. So I had to point it out to the nurse. I got home. I cut my grass. I'm still sweating. I had to jump back in the shower. I had to come in and turn my air on because it is so freaking hot. I said, go ahead and cut the grass right quick and before it started to rain. Cause right now it's all gloomy outside and it started to kind of rain when I was out there cutting the grass. So I said, let me help it finish up. So thank God I was able to finish up cutting my grass because it's supposed to rain again tomorrow. So I had a full day already. I haven't eaten anything yet. I'm starving. So I'm going to make me some hamburger. I want to chill out. But I'm just thirsty, I didn't really want to eat too much until I had my breast exam. But they had me sit there in a pink gown. And my doctor came in there. She was just like, oh, everything looks good. So I'm looking like, from last year, though? I had no imaging or nothing today. And I know they saw on my chart. If she come to me and say that I have this breast tissue and she recommends an MRI with contrast, which I hate, but whatever, then y'all could have called me and said, hey, Miss So-and-so, you know what? We see that you got dense breast tissue. You want to do an MRI instead. I would be like, all right, bet. But now I got to take another day off work next week to come in and do this MRI. But I'm going to take you guys with me. So people who never had an MRI, you will see what it's about. I mean, I'm not afraid of medical things or whatever. I've done MRIs before. I did it with contrast. I did it without contrast. But my thing is, too, with contrast, though, you want a little something in your stomach. Just a little something, like applesauce, yogurt or something. Because when they put that contrast in you, oh, my God. You feel like you, especially on an empty stomach, you feel like you want to just regurgitate all over the place. You feel so weak. So I will maybe eat me some applesauce or yogurt, or maybe even ice cream or something before my appointment next week to get this darn mammogram. Well, this MRI rather. I'm like, they could have called me and told me that. I mean, really, I'm telling you. So, I mean, if anybody out there in the medical field, if there's some new stuff they're doing, please let a sister know. Because I could have just went to work today or, went on about my married life. And now, I got to take off, next Tuesday to go to a different location to get an MRI. So, I'm like, for real? Like I said, I'm still hot. My house is finally trying to cool down some because it was so hot outside. In Ohio, it's very humid here. Oh, my goodness. And cutting grass. When I say I was pouring sweat, I was literally pouring sweat. It was in my eye. My hair, that's why I just pinned my hair up over here because I had sweat. I mean, literally, it was getting in my mouth. It was all down my neck, down my back, my clothes, my little blue jean dress I was wearing it's totally soaked. So I said, me drink me some water. That's my workout though, is my yard. That's a good workout. It's yard work. But I did get on the scale at my doctor's office. I did lose a few pounds. Thank God for that. But it's a lot. So, anybody, like I said before, if you have gone through breast cancer, you already know what it is. You already know the whole hold your breath scenario that we go through on this thing, and the nervousness that you get and everything, but because before they was giving regular scans for your mammogram, but then they went to 3D. First they was doing 3D scans, but then your insurance wasn't paying for it. Where I was going, it was like $90. Then like the following year, insurance started to pay for 3D scans. And that's what I've been getting for the past several years. They said it's good if you have dense breast tissue. Now they just doing more and more and more. So now I got to have a whole MRI again. I done had 3 or 4 MRIs in the past, maybe, golly. I done had so many, well, I think more than 3 or 4. Because I had an MRI and I was going through the fibroids. Yeah, so, yeah. But again, I will take you guys along with me on Tuesday of next week. But in the meantime, in between time, we're going to talk about some other things until that day come, which is that June 9th, I think, next Tuesday or something like that. I don't know, whatever. But that's my appointment. So I take you on that journey with me then. We'll see what's going on. So I just pray that everything is cool. I don't have any new humps, lumps, bumps, rumps, stumps. I don't have nothing that ends with a UMP. I don't want it. Okay. So let me go ahead and fry my hamburger because I'm starving. But again, you guys take care. Lay low, stay out of the way. I'll probably get back with y'all either between tomorrow or Thursday. We're going to talk about some fun stuff. That's all. Some fun stuff. Because this right here pissed me off for the day. I mean, all this, and all she did was just lay me back and just, oh, okay. Oh, look, everything look fine. I'm going to see you on June 9th for MRI. Huh? Yeah, everything looked good, but I'm like, they ain't give me nothing. What you mean? She looking at last year's results? Or what? Anyway, y'all, I will get back with y'all sometime later on this week. Like I said, either tomorrow or Thursday. God bless. Deuces. Lay low. Stay out the way. Let me finish drinking my water and go make my hamburgers because I'm hungry. Deuces, y'all.